So I'm on the Lambretta today. I've not done a video with the Lambretta yet, so I've got my Lambretta V Special 200, which is actually a 169cc. And where I live, I'm pretty much on the edge of the town where I live, and then it's just countryside after that, so it's quite easy to just jump on the scooter or the bike after a day's work, and I can do 15, even 20 minutes, half an hour, and it only takes me 2 or 3 minutes and I'm in the middle of the countryside, you know, surrounded by fields and horses and wildlife, which is really good. And today I'm trying, I've got a second camera set up on the wing mirror here. It's a TomTom action cam. I got it from a friend, very kindly gave me it. But I don't think it's got particularly good image stabilisation. So I've got it on the wing mirror pointing towards me. And at some point during this video I'll cut and do some edits with it facing me like this, and you should see me riding the bike and talking to you, and I realise I've probably just put my hand in front of the DJI that's mounted on my chest, but I'll figure it out. Still pretty early in my channel days, so I'm still learning about video editing and camera mounting and things like that. Having a bit of fun while I do it. So I don't know whether I've got the TomTom positioned towards me. I think it's gone over my right shoulder, so you're probably getting footage over to my right rather than me. We'll see. It doesn't have a screen on it, so I can't see what I'm recording, but I can see it's vibrating quite a bit, so I'm not sure if the wing mirror, which I knew would be quite vibraty, I don't think the wing mirror is going to be the right place to put it, but so this is the back road to a filling station that I usually pop up to now and again, only because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so it's a decent wee run across the back roads. It's called Fordell Services, and I've been coming up here for a few years. It's about 5 miles I think from the house, but you can see the roads. It just brings you through some nice back forests and stuff, so it's cool. And we'll start climbing in a minute, up to the top of a hill. And as weird as it sounds, I've got an IT background, computers, and I used to do a lot of studying, and whenever I was studying I'd read books, and I would just jump in my car and come up to an area up here and sit for a few hours in peace and quiet and just study. But I always like coming up here because of the views, which you'll see when I turn round. I And even on a bad day, if the weather was really bad, it was still quite nice to sit up here and study when you were in the car, nice and warm and dry. You got a real sense of perspective. There was a real sort of storm passing over you. Anyway, we'll be coming round there in a sec. If I slow down and stop the vibrations, this camera here should be picking up some of what's behind me. So that's me over the flyover just now. The flyover here over the A68. And the A68 is a road that goes from Edinburgh all the way down to, I think, Newcastle or Darlington, I think the A68 goes to. And it's an alternative to the A1 if you're heading down sort of to the east Newcastle area from Edinburgh. You can either go the A1, which I find quite boring, or you can jump on the A68, which is a much more scenic route, I think, and a bit more windy as well. So this is us coming up to Fordell services now, and as you can see, it's kind of farm country, so you can get a lot of the local farmers and that all come here, and I can tell that by the magazines and stuff. There's a lot of country life and tractor magazines in here, which I always quite like looking at. I think in another life I'd quite like to be a farmer, but couldn't be further away from what I do at the moment, sitting in front of screens all day. Anyway, couple of things to pick up in here, and then we'll be off again. Lambretta. So that's Fordell services. And you can see it's kind of plonked in the middle of nowhere. I think it's people heading south, because that's Dalkeith just along to the right there. So if you're coming this way, generally I think you're heading southish. Damn, I should have got petrol there. I've only got 2 notches. Anyway, back home. So that's 5 miles. I can get about 10 miles for a quick half-hour run after work. It's good. Sitting in front of the screen all day, get a bit frazzled in the brain. So it's good to come out for a quick blast. Bit of fresh air. That's where I used to park the car, up on the grass, and then just look at the view across Edinburgh and sit there and study with my lunch or a few snacks, and it was good. And at one point I used to have a Suzuki Jimny, which is a tiny wee Jeep. It's like a little toy Jeep. Well, it's not a toy, it's a real car, but they're pretty small, but they're great off-road, so even in the snow or the bad weather I could still bring the Jimny up here and park it off-road, and it was quite cool. So coming up to Cowsland now. Spelt Cowsland, but locally known as Cowsland. If we use the accent, Cowsland. That's what Cowsland is called by the locals. It's a lovely wee place, very small. And again, see, there's hardly any traffic when you come up these back roads. You can come out, just potter along quite nicely, don't have to go too fast, take in the scenery. I'll have to stop shortly, get a couple of shots of the Lambretta. Conscious I've not even shown you the Lambretta yet. So there she is. That's the Lambretta, my V200 special. So I've had this for about 3 months now, I think. And I had a Scamadi. I saw the Scamadi on Facebook. Decent price, so just bought it. And had it for 10 months, I think. But I'd been looking at these before I actually bought the Scamadi, and then when I fancied a change, I thought, yeah, I'm going to look at those Lambrettas again, and I'm glad I did, because I think it's really nice. It's a funny set of lights, this. It's just one corner here. You still need them because you don't know what's coming around the corner, but there's usually never anything at the other side. As you'll probably see in a sec. Look, there you go. It's quite a short stretch between the lights. So just heading back now. So yeah, that was just a little half an hour blast on the Lambretta today. Just finished work, went in the house, grabbed the keys, put my helmet on, put the camera on, and just came out for half an hour. Bit of detox from the office, the home office. Not the actual home office, I mean the office at home. So it was good to get out on the Lambretta. I had the Versus out yesterday, so it was routine service number 2 for the Versus yesterday, and because Edinburgh Kawasaki has closed down, in April. I think it was the end of April. I had to go to Kirkcaldy, which is in Fife. So I'm just outside Edinburgh. So I had to go, it was about 40 miles over the water actually. I don't know if the camera can see it, but that's the Firth of Forth over there. I'm on the Edinburgh side, and Fife and Kirkcaldy is on the other side. So yeah, that's where I had to go yesterday to get the routine service for the Versus. And I know you can, I think you don't have to go to a dealership anymore. I think legally you can take it to an independent garage and still keep the warranty intact. I think as long as they use genuine parts, independent garages, I think it's fine to get it serviced there. But I thought, oh, you know what, I hadn't been on the Versus for a while, for a good 6 or 7 weeks anyway, since I was up at Applecross. So I thought, no, I'll take the Versus over to Kirkcaldy and get a service and a wee run on the bike. So win-win. Anywho, I'll put this up on YouTube. I mean, I've only just started the channel, so this will probably be the 5th video that I've put on the channel. But I'm already getting some views, a few wee subscribers, which is brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm really enjoying this, putting stuff on YouTube. But again, if you don't mind, the little thumbs up button, I've been reading that kind of, they recognise that as engagement with the channel, and that'll help me get the videos in front of people a bit more. So fine, if you want to watch the video, great, I really appreciate that. But if you want to give me a wee thumbs up, I'd appreciate that, and subscribe would be even better, because I will be doing regular videos. So yeah, I think that'll do for now, and I'll see you next time.